every story carries emotions. Some begin with calm, some rise with pain, and some reach a moment that changes everything. This is the emotional journey of Caleb's smile. From a quiet morning of hope to the burning pain of injustice, from heartbreak to courage, every point on this graph is more than just a feeling. It's a heartbeat of a story that will stay with you. Watch closely, because what begins with pain ends with power. Welcome to Caleb's Smile.
It was a cold morning in Atlanta. The city was slowly waking up, the sun hiding behind a veil of fog, and the street outside Bright Smile Dental Clinic was already busy. Inside, everything looked modern, polished floors, shiny equipment, and smiling faces. But sometimes behind the smiles hide stories no one dares to tell. A black woman named Amira Johnson stepped into the clinic with her 10-year-old son, Caleb. Caleb had been complaining about severe tooth pain for days. His mother had saved for weeks to afford this visit. As she entered, she greeted the receptionist warmly. "Good morning, I have an appointment for my son at 9. The receptionist looked up, expression turning cold. "Name?" she asked flatly. "Johnson. Amira Johnson." The woman typed something on her computer and sighed. "You'll have to wait." "The doctor is busy." Amira smiled politely. "That's fine, we'll wait." But as the minutes turned into an hour, she watched several people, all white, walk in after her and get called immediately. Caleb, holding his cheek, whispered, "Mom, it hurts." Amira's heart broke. She walked to the counter again. "Excuse me, it's been over an hour. My son is in pain." The receptionist didn't even look at her. "I said the doctor's busy." Before Amira could respond, another family entered, a well-dressed white couple with a little girl. The receptionist instantly smiled. "Oh, welcome back, Mrs. Miller. The doctor will see you right away." That's when Amira realized this wasn't about being busy. This was about who she was. Her heart started pounding, but she stayed calm. She didn't want to make a scene in front of Caleb. After another 30 minutes, she stood up again. "I need to see the dentist now. My son has been waiting too long." The receptionist frowned. "Ma'am, don't raise your voice. We have procedures here. If you don't like it, you can go somewhere else." Caleb's eyes filled with tears. Just then, the dentist, Dr. Allen, a middle-aged white man, came out of his office. "What's going on here?" he asked. The receptionist quickly replied, "This lady is causing a scene. She didn't have an appointment." Amira's voice trembled but stayed firm. "That's a lie. We've had an appointment since last week. You just didn't want to treat us." Dr. Allen frowned. "Ma'am, please lower your tone. This is a clinic, not a protest." Her lips trembled. "A protest? My son is in pain. Is it a protest to ask for help?" The dentist sighed and looked at Caleb. "Fine. Bring the boy in. Let's see what's wrong." But his tone wasn't kind. It was the kind of tone that said, "You don't belong here, but I'll tolerate you for a minute." Inside the dental room, things got worse. Dr. Allen didn't explain what he was doing. He was harsh, impatient, and cold. Caleb flinched once, and the doctor snapped, "Sit still, boy!" Amira immediately said, "Please, he's scared." "You don't have to yell at him." The doctor's eyes narrowed. "If you think you can do my job, then be my guest." Something inside Amira broke. She took her son's hand and said, "No, we're leaving." Dr. Allen shrugged. "Suit yourself. Don't come running back when he's still in pain." As they stepped outside, Amira's hands were shaking, not from fear, but from rage. Caleb looked up. "Mom, why were they mean to us?" She knelt beside him and said softly, "Sometimes people forget we all bleed the same color. But you remember, Caleb, never let anyone make you feel smaller than you are." The next day, Amira posted her story online, detailing everything that had happened. Within hours, it went viral. Thousands shared it. People from all backgrounds flooded the clinic's reviews with outrage. Reporters called. News channels covered it. By the end of the week, the clinic's reputation was ruined. Dr. Allen issued a formal apology, but for Amira, it wasn't about revenge. It was about justice, because no one, especially a child, should ever feel unwelcome because of their skin. Months later, Amira opened a small community dental fund to help low-income families get proper care without discrimination. She named it Caleb's Smile Foundation. And every time she saw her son smile, she knew, from that painful moment, something beautiful was born. The video of Amira's experience spread across social media like wildfire. It wasn't just another post. It was a voice that echoed the pain of thousands who had faced the same silent discrimination. Comments poured in from across the country. Some shared their own stories. Others expressed outrage. But among them were people who wanted to help. One of them was Dr. Maria Lopez, a respected dentist known for her compassion and fairness. She sent Amira a message. "I read your story. Please bring Caleb to my clinic tomorrow. No charge. Let me help." Amira was hesitant. The last time she trusted a clinic, she left heartbroken. But something about Dr. Lopez's words felt genuine, warm, like the kind she hadn't heard in a long time. The next morning, she took Caleb to Dr. Lopez's clinic, a small but cozy place in the heart of the city. As soon as they entered, a nurse smiled. "Welcome, Mrs. Johnson. We've been expecting you." No cold stares, no judgment, just kindness. Caleb, still a bit scared, clung to his mother's hand. Dr. Lopez bent down to his level and smiled. "Hey, champ, you like superheroes?" Caleb nodded shyly. "Well," she said softly, "today, you're the superhero. We're going to fix that tooth and make your pain disappear, okay?" For the first time in weeks, Caleb smiled. The treatment went smoothly. Every step, Dr. Lopez explained what she was doing. When it was over, she handed Caleb a small mirror. "See that smile? That's a winner's smile." Amira's eyes filled with tears. "Thank you. You don't know what this means to me." Dr. Lopez put a gentle hand on her shoulder. "No, Amira, you don't know what you've done. Your story opened people's eyes. Sometimes change begins with pain." Days passed, but something unexpected happened. Amira's post didn't just fade away like most viral stories. It grew. Journalists started talking about racism in healthcare. Local schools invited Amira to speak about equality and empathy. She had never imagined becoming a voice for something so big. But deep down, she knew. Silence had already done enough damage. One evening, while watching the sunset from her small apartment balcony, she looked at Caleb playing with his toy cars and thought, "He deserves a better world than this." That's when she decided to do something bold. She gathered a few friends and started an initiative, Caleb's Smile Foundation. Its mission was simple but powerful, to fund free dental treatments for children from low-income and minority families. They began small, just a few volunteers, a few donors. But as the months rolled on, their movement gained attention. News outlets covered it. Celebrities donated. Even the city's mayor invited Amira to a conference on healthcare reform. Standing on stage, facing hundreds of people, Amira's hands trembled slightly as she began her speech. "A few months ago, I walked into a clinic just like any mother would, hoping my son would get help. Instead, I walked out realizing how deeply broken our system can be. But pain can build walls or bridges. I chose the bridge." The crowd fell silent. Her words hung in the air like a heartbeat. Racism isn't always loud. Sometimes it's in the waiting room. Sometimes it's in the tone of a voice that says, "You're not important." But my son taught me something that day. Kindness is louder, and love is stronger than hate. The hall erupted in applause. Tears filled the eyes of people who'd never even met her. Amira stepped down the stage, and Caleb ran into her arms, smiling wide, his perfect, healed smile shining under the bright lights. Later that night, as she tucked him into bed, Caleb whispered, "Mom, I want to be a dentist when I grow up." Like Dr. Lopez, Amira smiled, her heart swelling with pride. "Then you'll be the best one, my love. The kind that makes people feel safe." Years passed. The story of Amira and Caleb became a symbol of hope, proof that one act of courage could spark change. Dr. Allen's clinic, once proud and popular, closed down quietly. But Caleb's Smile Foundation kept growing, opening new branches, helping thousands of children every year. And whenever Amira saw a nervous little child sit in that dental chair, she'd whisper softly, "It's okay, sweetheart. You're safe here."